Welcome, 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 everybody, and welcome you all. So, last week we ended up back here. Um, in between last session and this session would have been the Yule episode. So if you wanna watch things in order, that's between this episode starting now and last episode is when Yule happened. And as a result, Dorsal, you have your book.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, you have your book that you wanted to uh, do.
I just had to buy the scroll.
Yes. That is right. Which scroll was that again?
The scroll of comprehend languages that wizard had.
That is right. It was, if memory serves me correct, it was 100 gold.
200.
200. Okay, thank you for being
'cause
honest.
I had to finish the mission before I could do it.
Yes.
It's because you buffed the spell. It was more than an hour.
Yeah, because you put it like 2 hours.
Yes, that is right. The spell was higher tier. So,
And I will gladly pay this, sir.
go ahead and buy it. We're gonna act like we're still in the same place that we were, and you go ahead and buy it, and now you're back to the dorms.
All right.
Da.
Is Dante still with us? Is he just a zombie walking with us?
He is just a zombie at the moment, unfortunately.
Can I tie myself to him and ride him? Like normal?
Aren't you taller than him?
Yeah. Aren't you taller than
Am I?
him?
I rode him one time.
I think
Maybe
you
I
would
am
imagine
taller.
that he was
think
large, but
you're
this is
taller.
like me carrying around Nox.
Wait one second. Let me just make
You
sure.
won't let me ride my dog. That's fine. I'll just walk and
PSA: Don't sit on your dogs, guys.
I'll just walk and read. Damn it, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna trip. Bust my noodle. All right, I'll read later. Just makes me.
You guys never
No.
walked in
Dante's taller
Okay.
than him.
Perfect.
Okay. Just making sure.
That's what we did before. I just hopped on Dante's back and rode him, so I could read my book.
Yeah. I'm
did
gonna
that with
make
a mount
him.
I had too.
I'm make him a strength check really quickly, just to make sure. Yeah, he's able to carry you. A solid 17 plus whatever his strength was.
All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read the
-2.
scroll, cast the scroll on myself, and then I'm gonna read the temporal spell book while I ride Dante, my mount.
All right. Well, at the moment, you guys are just in like your dorm room, so
Oh,
I mean,
all right. Well, I'm just gonna sit in a chair in my room and read.
kind of just you guys mounted him in the dorm room. Knox has left you in the common room. There is a note sitting on the table.
Heck, I'll read that.
It is from Knox. It is said that he is heading into the forest with the Dryads. He needs some time with the events that happened both during Yule and before that.
Out of curiosity, since we are at the school,
Yes.
did I ever put in that request to have a workshop put in my room? I know that was an option, but then we got sidetracked.
You did not.
Ooh, I gotta do that. Also, isn't there like a magical studies teacher or something like that where I could learn to copy this said spell before I make use of it?
Yes, there is.
Excellent.
You can try with the artificer teacher who is over around where the smithing is, or you can try one of the like wizard slash sorcerer teachers, which will be in classrooms here, here, or here.
Okay, I'll go try the artificer teacher. Isn't he my son?
No. He is
You
your
remember that?
teacher, however. So that would be up here with the smithings.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head that way.
Okay. So you guys travel up. So you travel up. I'm going to just. I'm not going to go over the interaction. It's a pretty just like, hey, I want to do this. Okay, I'll teach you how, kind of thing.
Excellent.
And it takes like a couple hours. In which case, with this couple hours time, whilst he is gone, what did the rest of you do?
Jack has been working out more more than ever after coming back.
Okay.
Solvus is trying to read, read in general about history of the place and history of what has been happening. Trying to figure out, trying to see if he can find something interesting to help him during the campaign.
Okay. Alrighty. Saren, what are you doing?
What's up, Saren?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What's been going on?
There's not really anything going on. It's kind of just like a steady hall at the moment.
Still be practicing like his illusion stuff from
Okay.
after picking up the trickster subclasses.
Okay. Just practicing in your room. Alright. So a couple hours go by. Dorsal, you're returning. And as you return, you see the mail boy. And he goes, "Oh, hi, Dorsal.
Hello, mail boy.
I have something for you." And he reaches
Ooh,
into
what do you
his
got?
bag and he kind of shuffles through and he's like, "Here you go. It's technically addressed to your guys' whole party, but since you're here, I'll just give it to you.
Excellent.
See ya."
I'm gonna open it and read it.
Walks away. It is a summons. Yen Sidric would like to speak to you all.
Damn it! I want to read this book. All right, I take it and tell everybody else. Does it have a time frame?
Nope.
Oh, beautiful.
There's no time frame.
Yeah, so I'll go tell everybody else. Hey, Yen Cedric wants to meet us. Can we go in like a couple hours? I would like to do a little reading.
So I actually pictured Keck was working out like, you know, in the gym area, train station away.
Oh, that's fair.
That's fine.
All right, so I'm just gonna go read my book and wait until everybody's back in the room.
Okay.
My book of
Yeah,
interdimensional temporal travel.
Alright, so as you wait, nothing really happens. Keck,
I want to ask something
go ahead.
with regard to this. So I've actually been reading a lot, trying to connect the dots here as to what is going on. I do that in my school as well. I do that in the dorm as well. So I was just wondering if I get some clues at any point for something that we can independently investigate outside of Yen Citrix summons. So do I see some clues or do I
Yes,
find some
you
connection?
can fully investigate on your own if you feel the
Okay.
need to do so. As
Yeah.
well as you can bring any thoughts to light, and I can either give you some ominous clues or anything. They'll all be ominous, of course.
Okay. Okay. I will. I will. Yeah. I will play along with when something comes up. That's all right.
Yes. So, Keck, when do you think you would be returning to your room?
Sick. Like 2 or 3 hours later, he actually looks a little roughed up.
Okay.
He'll walk in and just ask. I assume people are weirdly all gathered, kind of waiting for him. It's like, oh, what's going on?
I'm just reading my book. We got a summons from Yen Sidric. I didn't want to go immediately because I want to read my book. So I'm gonna go ahead and read my book, and then when you guys are ready, we can go.
Oh, it was 2 to 3 hours, so I guess would he be done by that point? My bad.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could take a break. I did learn how to copy the spell, and I probably copied a bunch of
I
it.
presumed you would be told some stuff that is in the book because you've been reading for 2 or 3 hours.
Dude, Dorsal will read all day long. He's a big ass nerd. I mean, what do you expect?
I just okay.
But yeah, we can take a break and go talk to Yen if you guys are ready to go. I'm assuming you're here as well, Silvis.
Yep. I'm there as well.
So yeah, if you guys want to, we can go talk to Yen, see what's up.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's pretty late. You all head over to go speak to Yen, and you get to the library, and you see that many of the doors are like blocked up and like barricaded.
That's not good.
They're kind of just like they're simply barricaded. It's like a wood plank kind of just covering over the door in like X patterns.
Okay. It wasn't like that before though, was it?
Not to your recollection.
Is this where we're going? Kick-ass?
Well, yeah, this is where Yen's office was the last time.
Let's start
Are there
moving to just take
any
the boards
unbar-
off like they're
Yeah.
a complicated lock.
I'm sorry, you're gonna try to what?
He's gonna casually walk up and try to start like taking the boards off as if this is like, oh, it's just a hard to open door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just. Oh gosh. Okay. I wasn't
If
expecting.
anyone tells him,
Why I'm stupid. Why did I not expect this to happen?
Yeah, I mean, we have no, yes, it would make sense that we should be cautious if, the doors are barred up. But I mean, honestly,
Tech is just confused and he needs to be told not to go in there.
yeah, Solbus is the only one who has any common sense. Keck is confused, and Dorsal's curious about everything, even stuff he's told will kill him if he touches it.
Solus would still just let Kek do whatever he's doing, and only intervene when he feels like Kek is in serious danger.
All
See,
right.
yeah, that's our party members know us.
Yeah, diamond hands, guys, diamond hands.
Let me just try to
I
get
believe.
an image to like blow up a little bit. Just need to like zoom in on here to like count for a moment. There are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. So you do that and you open a door, I assume?
Yeah, the one he expects to walk.
All right. I typed that wrong. All right. Okay, great. Let me just 1, 2, 3,
A dragon bursts through the door.
5, 6. No.
It has to be at least one that fits through a
No.
regular door.
No.
A dragon
Gotta
bursts
be
through the
able to
wall.
Read. I gotta be able to read whatever the hell this thing is. Let me read. Where the hell?
You guys want to give neat details about what we see and hear about your characters while living with them?
I hadn't really thought about that. That's grounds for some embarrassing shit.
Yes, give us some embarrassing stuff. Unless I pull up this.
Oh, one
Bobs.
thing Dorsal's noticed is Keck likes to walk around in his Speedo made of bird feathers. It's awkward.
Keck has clothes. I thought the feathers already covered whatever was.
Oh, I got a good picture of them.
Dorsal's like, I don't want to think that
Have you guys
much
seen
more
the
about it.
picture? I think Stream has seen it. It's my profile.
Do you walk through the door?
Unless someone stops him, he absolutely would. Or unless there's like some very obvious reason not to.
Well, as
Dorsal's
soon
just
as
gonna
you
follow Keck.
open the door, there is no floor beyond.
That he would not, fly.
He would fly through?
Yeah, he's like, doors that lead to the sky. Home.
Alright, so you go through, and the door shuts behind you. All that is around you is an endless cavern. Howling winds.
Keck go through.
Just Keck.
Okay.
Howling winds are ever present. And you see a few creatures flying around. Much, much larger than you are.
Does Keck have any idea where this might be?
Roll me. Ooh.
Arcana, history.
Oh gosh. What would it be? You know what? Roll me either one of those, whichever one you feel like, Arcana or History.
Awesome.
Either one will give you the answer.
10.
You are on a different plane of existence.
The door's gone.
The door is not gone. It is shut. You can
As
still
soon as
see
the
the
door-
door. Does
as soon as the
anyone
door
does anyone open the door after it shuts?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
try to go as fast as possible to stop it from closing. I don't know whether I succeed on that or not.
Oh, roll me strength, please. Or acrobatics.
Let me see.
Was it acrobatics? Is that one the strength
would be
one?
strength.
Acrobatics is
Athletics.
Athletics, sorry. I meant athletics. Sorry. My
Yeah,
mistake.
sure. I mean,
Athletics
yeah,
is the only
it's the
strength
same.
roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the same.
Well, you roll better. So, you do manage to get it to stop. So the door is ajar.
Yeah. I forcefully open it and see if there is any more floor which is left.
There is no floor beyond the door frame.
Keck will try to squeeze around and back in through this like, massive wind. It's gonna crawl back through and then like come out like breathing heavy. And go like, I think they redecorated.
Dorsal looks in and goes, yeah, I would say so. Can I kind of peek around the room and see if there's any kind of runes or anything I might notice?
I'm picturing a giant cavern. I'm not picturing a room. I'm picturing a door over a point in space in another plane.
Right. Yeah, but there's still walls and stuff.
Not that you can see. Or that Keck could have saw.
Okay.
And then how do we know it's a cavern? Because if you don't see the floor, if you don't see the wall, exactly what do we see?
I don't know. It's the description that I got from D&D Beyond.
Okay, we'll just go with that.
I just read the description. I didn't do anything else other than that. I just read the description of the plane.
I look over at Solvis and Saren and Keck, and I go, maybe we should just close this back up and see what's going on around here.
Yeah, Solvus
Eh.
closes the door and also tries to see if there is any lock which is there which he can.
There is
which he can
no
also-
lock on the door.
Okay. Then he tries to see if there is something heavy around that he can actually put in front of the door.
You
Oh,
can
you
put
could
the
Just
board back
board it
on
back
it.
up.
Let's just
Yeah,
lean
but-
the boards against the door.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
maybe like scratch it and it's like no. Sad.
Solvus would want it to be a little bit more foolproof because the boards didn't really stop Keck from going in, and that's what he's looking for.
Mhm.
Do I see something like a large boulder or desk or whatever it is that I can also use to block
No,
it?
the street's
The only thing
clear
that would've
of
stopped
large
Keck is a
boulders
sign
and
telling
stuff.
him why he shouldn't go in.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of the people. I mean, Dorsal and Keck are just not going to stop because some boards are on the door.
It's only gonna make us more curious.
Yeah, that makes us want to go look.
Do you guys open any
Put
other
a sign that
boarded
just
up
says
doors?
Cliff.
Or do you open that door again?
No, Solvus is
Mm.
going to board the door up and also write for Keck, definitely enter this place.
Works every time.
Yeah, we got to board it up, and
Okay,
I
so
imagine we'll see what's going on in the world. You know, what's
I
going
don't
on
think
with
he
his
was
room.
there. Where do you think we're supposed to meet him?
So there are non-boarded up doors around the tower.
All right, well, let's go
You
look at
said
the
to go in
not
this
boarded
door.
ones.
Keck says confused.
You open the
Ah.
door and it is the library as you step through.
Oh. Well, that's different. I tell Solvis and Saren and Keck. Is the librarian there at her desk?
Yes.
I'm gonna go up and ask her. I'm gonna be like, so, what's the deal with those boarded doors?
Why? Did someone go through?
Well, you know, we just thought maybe it was like a test, so we took the boards off. And,
No. Put the board back up.
We did, kind of. Do you have some nails and a
Good.
hammer?
No, I don't have any more nails and hammers.
So the boards are there, and they're holding it back up.
Oh, great. And she puts her hand on this ball, and then it glows. And you hear her mutter something, and then she takes her hand off.
And I look at her and I go, to be fair, you guys should put a sign up. Because, you know, some people, they see boards on a door, and it's just an invitation to go browse around.
Well, it doesn't always happen to the boarded up doors. Sometimes the boarded up doors are the only doors that are safe.
Oh, so I'm super curious about this. So what is the deal anyways with that?
Yen Sidric is trying to find a solution, but someone somewhere brought in something that is disrupting the magic for the library. Usually, how it works is that the library is on its own separate plane of existence, sort of like a pocket dimension. The doors around the tower are the ability to enter. However, there is someone trying to disrupt that, and so instead of doors going to this particular dimension, the doors are now going to different planes of existences.
Oh, that's cool.
That is not cool, since one of them is literally a fiery, burning pit of hell.
Yeah, no, that's still cool. I mean, we probably would have explored it, but there wasn't a floor. Only one of us can fly. It was very
Then
convenient.
you must have gone into the Pandemonium plane. That is an
Yeah, there was-
endless cavern. Did
There were
anyone
some
get
creatures
eaten?
flying around.
Yeah, those creatures tend to be very hungry.
Oh, well, they didn't bother us. They were, I mean,
Yeah, they didn't
neutral,
bother
I
you
guess?
yet. Most likely because someone had already gone through the door and they had already eaten.
Oh, well, we would have made friends with them. We make friends with everything.
Sure.
Peck's gonna backtrack quite a bit and clarify to Dorsal there was too much wind to comfortably fly in.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
also another thing. The wind tends to drive people mad.
Oh, maybe I'll have to look into making an item that takes care of that. That'd be cool.
You could. You very well could.
Like
Now,
magical winged books that aren't affected
if I
by...
remember correctly, Yen Sidric had a summons for you all.
Yeah, so I forgot about that with all the other stuff. That's kind of why we're here.
Check. Ta. No, I'm kidding. She pulls a lever, the platform comes down, you all step on, I assume, and then you guys go back up. As you go back up, you see on the elevator is a small little cat just sitting there.
Can I go pet the cat?
Yes. He's just standing in the middle of the platform with you all as you guys are ascending.
I'm gonna pet him.
You can pet the cat.
Excellent.
Do we see anything else in the room that seems unusual or out of place?
The cat is
elevator.
purring. It's the elevator. And no, nothing else is out of place. It's just a cat. And he's purring now as Dorsal is stroking it. As the elevator gets to
Alright.
its stop, the cat begins to walk towards the opening area which you all have seen, which you've all visited before. Yen Sidric is kind of in a panic. There's lightning going on all around. Eeny, miny, moe. Saren, make me a dexterity check. Acrobatics. Is Saren here?
He was. Maybe he
Oh,
stepped
I'm
away
here.
for a moment. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Yes. Alright. You dodged the lightning bolt in time as it was about to strike you.
What was that?
Dorsal looks over. That was lightning. Well, where's it coming from as he starts to look for the source?
It is coming from a ball in the center of the room that Yen Sidric is trying to control. And he loses a bit more control, actually. And you can see... so this is a circular room with little smaller rooms as like divots. Think of it kind of like a sunflower with like each petal being like its own like separate smaller room where there's a larger center. So you're in the larger center, but each smaller room is dedicated to a different element, being fire, water, earth, what have you. As this is happening, those rooms are kind of flashing as the different elements gain energy as well as losing energy. And they're gaining energy and they're losing energy. However, one room, because there are two others, there is also light and there is also darkness that is also present. While light is flickering a little less, dark is kind of just like a steady grow as it amasses into more and more. And Yen Sidric says, bad time for you to respond to my summons. It would have been better a couple minutes ago. And he is able to finally now control it, and everything kind of like shocks back into normalcy as he now holds like a shattered crystal ball within his hand. Within
No,
his
like
hands.
I'm go. What's going on, Yan? You need some help with something? Looks like your magic's going a little crazy. I'd love to learn about it and help you out.
Well, I tried to do something, but it failed again. And kind of just plops the two halves of the crystal ball on his desk.
What
Who
what
brought the
failed?
cat in?
I did. We're friends.
Okay, take it with you when you leave.
Deal.
Anyways, I've brought you here today due to what has happened with, what had happened a couple weeks ago with the whole incident.
What do you mean about the second seal breaking?
No, the rift.
Oh yeah. So
And
it's
those creatures within your report.
yeah. So I mean, so that was a whole thing. Like they have some crazy magic going on over there. I've never seen so much power and so many spells weaved into one thing.
So, I will tell you something. You might not like to hear this. However, it is for your own good. If one of those things were to ever approach you in a hostile manner, run. No matter what happens, run.
What, the demon things?
Yes. Those
Oh.
things are not mere demons.
Oh.
They are almost to the kin of one of the lords of hell. They serve as bodyguards mainly to lords of hell.
Like, is that demon equivalent to the one that's currently chained up?
No, they are weaker than him. However, at his current state, at the Demon Prince's current state, yes, they are more powerful. However, if the Demon King becomes all powerful as he was before, he will be even more powerful than they are.
Ooh. Oh, we mentioned that we saw the second seal break, right?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we're trying to guard this girl, and this imp showed up, and he made away with her and got through a portal, and then we opened the portal, but we didn't actually open the portal. We just opened a whole bunch of portals very, very rapidly.
Last time you had mentioned that the seal, that after the lock was broken, there was a symbol of one of the planes.
Oh yeah, and I show him the symbol.
Do you remember which symbol it was?
I'm looking.
Do you have good notes? Because apparently I don't, unless they're on something else.
It was a shadow plane.
Shadowfell?
No, it started with an A.
The Abyss?
No, it sounds really familiar though.
Arborea?
Isn't that like an elemental earth kind of plane?
Archeon?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Arcadia?
No, it's Archeon, but I think you pronounced it differently last time. You said not much is known about it.
Remember they sacrificed
Me
the girl?
saying not
That
much
was
is
bad.
known about it, or character saying not much is known about
In character, like people don't know that much about it.
it? Well, yes, there isn't much known. It does have a nickname, though. It is known as the Infernal Battlefield.
Battlefield of what?
Well,
Demons.
infernals, mainly.
I can't believe I didn't write that down, man. Crazy.
I didn't write that down. It's written down somewhere.
No, I can't believe I didn't write it down.
Oh.
I'm not much of a notes kind of person. More of a push-ups kind of person.
I usually take like extensive notes. But yeah, it was Archeon.
Okay. And you guys had mentioned there was another one before.
I don't know if we ever got the name of that one.
I think you did.
To be honest.
It was the one with the hourglasses, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yes. Bytopia.
What was it?
Bytopia.
Bytopia. Oh, I love Bytopia.
Bytopia. It is known as the Twin Paradises.
It has the best side effect.
Twin Paradise. Alright. I got both of them. I will make sure to not let that happen again. Yeah, I'm usually super on top of notes, so it's really weird.
That's fine. No, that is troubling. The only thing is, ancient texts are all but rewritten as of this point to exclude the Demon Prince. And there are no texts, as far as I can see, as to where the locations of the different seals are. Hell, we don't even know if there's a seal on this plane of existence. In the world itself.
I think they're all in his little cavern. At least that's where we see him. Because we saw a vision when this one broke as well.
Yes. That's unknown as to what the other ones are, correct? Or have you seen the symbols of the other seals?
I know we tried to, but I don't think we ever got a definitive answer on that.
I remember the answer for that.
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna try to think. So no. I remember the symbols are covered by the locks themselves. So you can't actually see what the symbols are until the locks are broken.
Okay.
In other news, however, you all have been doing good work here. And whilst it is a shame to have you all leave, I feel as though it is necessary for you to leave. We will leave your dorm room open. However, you are free to leave the university as you wish and investigate these rifts freely.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I forget the name of the place we were at where the rift showed up. I know it was the Empire. Let me look. Okay. But I think they're actually, to some degree, containing those rifts.
Oh, the theocracy.
Yeah.
The theocracy of the saviors. I was about to say, the Empire, you guys haven't gone to the Empire yet. And it has not been, that map has not been made yet. So,
I know we have the name, though.
Work in progress.
Yeah, the theocracy.
Yes, the theocracy of the saviors. Yes.
I just let Yen know, I think they're actually, to some degree, controlling how that magic operates. and how
That
those demon rifts
is
appear.
troubling. I
Um,
hmm.
and I go on to explain to him about all the crystals that we found and the brainwashing magic that they're using amongst all the other protective sources that they have going on.
Assume this is repeated since we gave a report.
Yeah.
Would presume.
I
Oh.
would.
That's true. That makes sense.
Then I would like to employ you all. However, it will be troubling, though. I would like you all to then become incognito. The theocracy is special in many ways. However, there is something that we can use to our advantage. There is a adventuring guild that is separate from all others amongst the land. This guild only deals within the theocracy. And I feel as though it may be good for you all to join to learn more. However, it will require you all to pretend to align yourselves with their values. Saren, I don't know how willing you would be to doing this.
I guess we could try to pull it off. I do have my own goals in the theocracy.
Then it is good news all around. Alrighty. Give me a week or two to prep. We'll need certain things. Question about the brainwashing, though.
Yeah.
Does it only happen when you cross the line? Or does it continuously happen whilst you're in the town? Like,
It's only when you cross the line or come into contact with one of their one of their items. They have
like
these
what kind of magical
collars
items?
or bracelets.
Hmm.
And I think so what it is there's all of these. There's this major crystal in that town that we came across, and there's a whole bunch of little crystals all around the town. And I think those little crystals are used almost as like a transmitter to control the collars
I see.
and the jewelry.
Now, if someone were to break it, would there be any kind of change for the crystal itself?
I would imagine if we could break. Are you talking about the primary crystal?
No, I'm talking about like the collar or the bracelets.
dissolve.
They dissolve.
Yeah. I tried to keep the one that I had on me, but it dissolved.
Now, here's a question though. Did it resolve in the fact that the rift was, or did it dissolve in the fact that you broke it?
It dissolved when it was removed from the host.
Okay.
Or from the wearer.
I think I have an idea. I'm going to need to speak to the artificing teacher. However, this may take a couple weeks. Yes.
I'm okay with that. I got this sweet book I've been trying to read.
Be prepared for a letter from me. I will have something for you all by then. And he
What was
kind
the
of like
name?
goes into
Oh, sorry.
study, and he like goes through his books and stuff, and he's like, "All right, that is all. Thank you. Ta-ta."
Before he leaves, I want to show him the book that I found.
Ooh. What was the book again?
It's Interdimensional Temporal Travel.
Oh, very advanced.
Yeah, if it do we have any kind of like protective bookcases for it? Because if it gets destroyed, I burst into flames.
that would not be fun. I have something here that the library uses. He kind of like shuffles around and stuff, and he finds this bookmark. It is made out of wood. It's completely smooth, and he's like, "This has a protection charm on it. For whatever book is lied within, no damage nor harm can come to the book.
Ooh.
The bookmark, however, must remain in pristine condition. If the bookmark were to be ripped, folded, or whatnot, the spell would be broken."
All right, that's fair. I think I can manage.
So he hands you
Nice
that
the
bookmark.
bookmark doesn't burst it into flames.
As you put the bookmark into the book and you shut the book, there's kind of like a shimmer of almost like as if you casted shield on yourself, that kind of like magic shimmer that would protect you. It's kind of the same
Nice.
thing that happens to the book.
Nice.
That book is in your inventory, correct?
I have it written down in my documents.
Okay. Nope, just make sure. Alright. Alrighty.
Always looks at Keck and tells him that there is a bookmark which Dorsal has, and you're supposed to completely crumble it when you can.
Heck will just kind of like smile at you. It's like, I'm not.
My
I'm not
mechanical
dumb.
dog growls at you, but it sounds like a robot.
I make it clear to the group that I'm doing an experiment to see what type of outcome I'll get.
I don't remember you talking to me about a mechanical dog.
Yeah, my
It's
steel
just one
defender.
of his abilities.
Oh, you're
Remember, I
steel
was trying to
defender.
ride it around.
Yes. I've forgotten.
That's okay.
My mistake.
The
Solvis is trying to get himself bit, so
The cat is kind of toying with the dog.
the dog's mechanical. He doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't. The dog's just standing there,
It's
and
like
the
a
cat's
retired
just kind of
police
like
dog playing with the kids.
toying with it.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the booklet the book? It was in the like the Knoll language or some shit like that, right?
It was.
It was a dog race.
It wasn't gnolls. It was like giants or goblins or.
Mm-hmm.
It was very specific.
Which? Oh, right. The language for the book itself.
Language of ghouls?
Oh, give me 1 second.
Grimlock?
I had to get the notebook. No. I thought I wrote it down. Alright, I guess I didn't. Let me just look through languages really quickly. Oh, warg. That's what it was. It was written in
the
warg.
beasts that follow goblins around.
Yes, it was written in warg. I remember I had it written down somewhere. I just found it. It's written in warg.
That's such a weird language for a complicated book. It's almost like a password.
Hey, you don't know. The dwarves could have de-evolved.
Into intelligent beasts.
Into unintelligible beasts.
How old is this book?
This book is very old.
Like, evolving old?
Like, it was probably rebound at some point old.
Okay.
Alright, so you all leave. Nothing's really happening. You go into the elevator and you go down. The cat is still following Dorsal.
So, does Keck know of any flying competitions that in the Church of the Saviors nation, or they just don't do that? I guess.
They do not do that. Well, actually, roll me. Would it be? It would be an. Roll me history to see if
Okay.
you would know that, because they're very
I mean, he would try
tight
to.
knit sort of thing. There aren't a lot of like information or news about them that really leaves the country itself.
I mean, but if he he would at least know that he's never heard of competitions there, and he
Yes.
follows. He
Yeah.
tries to follow competitions going everywhere.
So that's what you know, that you've never heard of any competitions within it or coming out of it. So you've never heard of any teams coming from the nation, and you've never heard of any sort of teams in the nation as well.
Darn, he was hoping to get some competing in while he was there, but not gonna happen. What do you guys think? How do you expect to get in and stay? I don't know, not bored? Not giving yourselves up?
I don't know if they notice that they're muted.
Oh, okay.
Apologies, I did not realize that was muted.
I thought that was
not
the
muted
case.
moments ago.
I thought that was the case because I was a long silence and I was like, huh, I wonder if they forgot it themselves, muted themselves.
I didn't even mute myself.
I didn't mute
At
you,
least not
so...
intentionally. But I imagine we'll have to have some disguises, like, magical in nature. Otherwise, we're just
think
going to
so?
end up at that
Can't just
outcast
walk in?
village. No, because none of us are human. We'd be moved to an outcast village.
As you are saying this, the lift lands and the receptionist goes, well, you could just get human disguises.
That is true.
We,
Keck pokes his beak like, what?
there
Talk
are
about- I like
some... one of the artificer teachers is able to make disguises for the rogues, and one of them is that they are able to, it's a magical necklace that you wear that makes you look from head up human.
Not a literal mask? Wait, head up?
Well, neck up.
I was going to say, Keck's covered in feathers.
Also, I have very giant wings.
Yeah, I think we're going to need a little more than that.
I don't know if they have any others. Usually they'll just wear like heavy armor or something to cover it all up. But this is the information that I know about. I
I
mean,
think we're going to have to go talk to the artificer teacher.
It was a while ago, so they could have made one to accommodate a whole body.
Yeah, there's some things that wouldn't line up with that head-based costume. So we might be asking some questions. We can go talk to the artificer teacher. See what he's got going on.
Alrighty. Make sure not to go through any of the barred doors again.
None of them?
Heck will be like, no walking through barred doors. Got it.
Does
Huh.
they
anyone
guard from both
attempt to
sides?
go through?
Dorsal's thinking to himself. She didn't say anything about boarded doors. She said barred doors.
Keck. Keck, did you discover this loophole for yourself?
Nah, he's not trying to get a loophole. He's just legitimately confused. He didn't realize that multiple doors can lead to the same place.
Dorsal whispers to Keck. She said barred doors, not boarded doors. Just, so you know.
I understood what she meant.
Oh well, I'll open it myself then.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna open the door and peek inside. I'm not gonna walk in, I'm gonna peek in.
Okay. Let's see if it's even safe to do so. Let me just find the chart again. Alright, 1, 2,
I can
3,
imagine not
4,
considering
5,
she's
6,
met us.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, fun. So you open this door, and there are sprawling hills, and in the distance you can see a almost fairy tale-esque castle in the distance. And you see like butterflies and sprouting flowers, and it's all just very nice and cheery.
Oh guys, look at this.
Okay,
I need motions to the group. Come look. Beautiful.
Always still peeks over from a distance, just to be sure.
Hick says, ooh.
The
Dorsal goes up.
receptionist.
Dorsal goes, I wanna look. I wanna go in.
No, we don't know if you can actually get back.
I just gotta open the door. We already did it.
Yeah, when you were there for 2 seconds and the door wasn't...
Closed.
I'm sure it's the same process. It'll be fun.
Alright, Dorsal steps through. Does anyone else step through?
Before he does that, Solvus throws him a rope and asks him to tie it around his waist. If something goes wrong, we can pull him up.
Alright, that's fair. I agree to these terms.
Give us a tap if you'd like to get pulled up.
Alright, will do.
Alright, Dorsal explores farther and farther away, and nothing happens.
Do I see anything cool?
I mean, it's more of the same. Just like sprawling hills and butterflies. You don't
I'm
see
digging
any
it.
people on the path that you're walking.
That's okay. Dorsal's used to know people being around. He lived by himself forever. This is nothing new. I'm gonna keep on looking, man.
You reach the end of the rope.
I guess I go back to the group and I'm gonna be like, hey, it's all good. Like, it's just pretty in here.
More worried about the door than necessarily the area.
I mean, they wouldn't have a door that you couldn't open.
Might. Remember they had a window we couldn't open?
Yeah,
What
you're
window was
lucky. If you shut that door, there's no guarantee you'll be able to come back.
Oh. So there's no guarantee, but there's no lack of guarantee.
Grab the rope even more tightly and ensure that it is still tied to his waist.
I have some rope? Can I just tie some rope to that rope and then tie my rope to around my
Yeah,
waist so I can go a little further in?
yeah, sure.
Can I do that?
Yeah. I'm gonna need give me 1 second. I just need to look at the skills really quickly.
Sleight of hand.
No.
Rope tying, survival.
It is gonna be a survival, but it's not for rope tying.
Excellent. It's like the worst possible mechanic for dorsal. Hey, look, a door. It's pretty behind that door.
Did you roll?
What am I rolling? I'm sorry. I thought
Survival?
you said you were rolling
Survival.
something.
No, you're rolling survival.
My apologies.
I'm not rolling. I already rolled. All right.
11.
So you grow enthralled to this place. Keck, Saren, and Solvis. Can you all make me a perception check? Solvis, you notice that he is growing more and more the need to leave.
Sorry, what is he doing?
He is growing more and more the need to leave, and whilst this is not out of character, the rate that this is growing puts you on edge.
He seems enthralled.
I dab a rope a little bit to dorsal, and if he looks back, just call out to him.
He
If the
does
fun time
not
is
look
over,
back.
maybe. Okay. Can I just call out to him anyway? Dorsal, can you hear me?
Dorsal,
Does he hear me?
you cannot hear him.
I just keep on looking around. I can't hear shit.
Keck's just gonna start pulling on the rope and dragging him back.
Yeah, I was actually about to just tie the rope to Keck's feet and ask him to fly in the exact opposite direction and also then pull. But if Keck does that proactively, I'll just help.
As you're being pulled back, the ground beneath you begins to wilt underneath
For
you
dorsal?
as you are leaving this place.
Well, that seems bad.
Thunderstorms start to roll in from the castle beyond, and your enthrallment ends. And a
All
sudden
right.
sense of fear creeps in.
I'm gonna break for the door. I'm outie. Dorsal's not he's not so curious anymore.
All right, you leave and you shut the door behind you.
You ready to go
Yeah.
read your book?
Yeah, that was cool, but where was that? I wonder.
Does anyone else want to open the door?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I'll see if I can
Yeah, I
figure out
think we
what
should
plane
have.
that was. It was really cool.
The librarian goes, "Oh, I know what plane that was.
Oh, what was it?
That was Arcadia.
What's that like?
Although it is weird that it turned dark when you tried to leave. It is a very peaceful orchards and vineyards and all manners of peace everywhere throughout the plain.
Huh? Maybe it just liked me?
It is often the favorite of the king and queen of the fairies.
What does it mean if it started to darken when I was trying to leave?
I do not know. Perhaps not all planes, maybe all planes are feeling this disturbance, and not just pocket dimensions like the library.
Maybe that plane just really liked me.
Who knows? But
Oh,
it
well.
is interesting.
I'm gonna go to the library actually. Well, I'm gonna go look at some books on that plane because she's piqued my curiosity.
Uh, you take an hour out of your day. You do find some books. It's pretty much exactly the same information.
Oh, nothing like leading up to why it would darken.
No, you find a little more details in terms of like the orchards and the vineyards and stuff,
Okay.
and that you
So you at least
find that
find
some
through
of
lack
the
of evidence.
some
Evidence
of
that it
the
shouldn't have done that.
yeah. You seem that it finds to be unusual that it would have darkened.
Okay. I'm just gonna chill in the library and read up on some other planes and shit. I'm super curious about all this planar travel.
Okay. Something that you find in all of the books is that planar travel is strictly forbidden by the gods
Oh.
to those except for pocket dimensions. And after you die, you can travel to different planes. Like your soul can go to different planes, but
Are the
they
elemental
forbid
planes?
the mortals from 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 traveling.
The real question is
Are
can
the
they
elemental
really?
planes a thing?
I wonder if the gods can actually do anything to prohibit me. We'll revisit that at a later time.
I assume the rest of us just head home while he's going through a library.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while. So yeah, I'll read a bunch about the planes and then I'll head back. Are there any other planes in particular that stick out as being unusual?
Well, there are a ton of planes. They're all unusual in their own regard. So,
Yeah.
But I mean like particularly so.
no, not one that
Okay.
particularly is more unusual than the rest. They're pretty all unusual.
Okay. Yeah, so then after reading for a while, gain some information on the planes, I'll go back to the room and I'm gonna go read my book, my
Alright.
time travel.
What does
Dimensional time
everyone
travel.
else do while Dorsal is doing this? Keck, what are you doing?
You wouldn't know at the moment. I guess he already worked out and got into a fight today. Might not immediately go back to that. Nox isn't here, so he can't hang out with him.
Okay. Solvis, what are you doing?
I'd like to maybe go around and check if there is a professor here who knows something about polymorphing so that we can actually disguise ourselves a little better. If temporarily it really makes us appear like human.
There is, however, this professor resides within the sneaking classrooms.
Okay.
And the deal is with that is that you have to stealth to the front door or it won't open.
Okay. I go to Seren and ask for help since my stealth is really bad, and I think I can use a rogue here.
It isn't per party, it's per person. So even if he got in there, he wouldn't be able to bring you along.
Can he still go and check for, let's say, like a potion or a recipe or a technique, whatever the professor has to offer, and then come back and let us know?
Yeah, I can do that. Um.
Cool.
Yeah, I can head down tonight. See if he's there.
Okay. I'm gonna have you just roll the stealth roll now. Okay. Can you roll me another one? Okay. All right. So, you go later tonight. As the day progresses, Dorsal returns to the door. Oh, to the dorms.
I'm just gonna go to my room and read my book.
All right.
I'm plenty good with that.
So, times pass. Saren, you head out to the sneaking classroom. The first time you actually approach, you don't actually succeed, and you are caught. But by the second time you go, you were successful, and you get in. As you go down the halls and go through the directory, you do find that there is a changeling teacher. However, you get the inkling that you might not be able to use their wisdom for what Solvis had in mind.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll look for what was the teacher's name again?
The teacher's name is Drox.
Okay. Yeah, I'll explore the buildings until I find his like office.
It doesn't take you long. One second. It doesn't take you long to find them. They are just like on the second floor. As you enter their classroom, they are just finishing a class, and people are leaving, and they go, "Well, it's my last class, so you're very late either for this class, or you're very early for my next class, which is tomorrow morning."
I just had questions really.
Oh, in what regards?
I heard that you had um technology that could help disguise people who are non-humans look humans.
Ah, yes. Well, there are different ways you can go about this. I am a changeling, so I am able to change my shape and form at will. Many aren't so fortunate, and they require tools. One of the artificing teachers has a necklace that's able to turn you from neck up. I do not know. There were rumors that he was trying to figure out a way to get it so that it would be a full body. I'm not sure if he succeeded or not. There is also there are also other ways, which are the ways that I teach non-changelings, which is through disguise kits. Makeup and other effects such as that to try to make yourself look towards human, but maybe not entirely be all fleshy and look like that. For, let's say, if you are an Aerococra or a Dragonborn, your disguise will be a little less what's the word? Convincing.
Okay. Yeah, because you got a mission going over to the theocracy. We need something that can make us be more convincing as humans as we pass through.
Ah, yes, the theocracy. They are a tricky bunch of humans. Yes. If I were you, I would go more towards the artificer teacher. As I understand it, your companions are of other races. You have an Aerococra and yourself, which will be the hardest to disguise, using my methods. Although Dorsal and Solvis and Nox won't really have too much trouble as long as they keep up with their disguise kits. They could use this method. Am I correct in saying that?
I believe so.
Nox might be a bit weirder. He's got
Yeah,
like
I think-
horns.
I
And...
think
Well,
Nox
Nox
would be
always
difficult.
has his hood up, though.
Yeah, he could probably pull something similar, but like, if they like, that's something that works as long as no one asks.
Yes. Well, that's
It's
the
definitely
whole
not as bad
point.
as Peck,
That's
but-
the whole point of like a disguise kit, though, is so that like try to get nobody to ask about what you look
Like with the illusions, they can be like, oh, we have to see your face and like show ID.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might make him pull his hood down.
Nox, like the moment he's got horns, it might need a large afro.
Yeah.
I think that's something Dorsal might have to work on. We have a couple weeks. I'm sure he could work on some sort of disguising device.
Yeah. Dorsal, you're what race again?
A high elf?
You're a high elf. Okay. Yeah. Like you would be
I think the
easy.
human, high elf, and dwarf
Yeah.
probably fake it at least a little bit.
Even like a high elf and a dwarf would be very easy to
Especially
convince.
since it's a short high elf, right?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a shorter. He's a little bit on the shorter
You're,
side.
you're not impossibly tall for a human, basically.
No, I'm like
No.
5'7".
Okay,
Yeah.
So you cover up your ears and pretend to sleep, and you're practically human already.
Mhm.
Just tell everyone you
Exact-
have really good complexion.
But I mean, let's be honest. If Dorsal makes some sort of disguising device, everybody's gonna look fancy.
Yes.
Keck will actually bring up Taylor's like he's kind of thinking about like what he's gonna do there. It's like what if you guys come in as human and I pretend to be someone coming in to teach people broom flying or otherwise. Specialist.
I'm not so sure that would work.
He's asking like I don't know, but yeah, okay.
I don't know
I
who
don't-
you're asking. I random voice there.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if you're like asking like the group if you're
He's
now all
asking,
back.
He's
like-
bringing up ideas to the other party members.
Okay.
I don't know if a broom flyer would work.
It's just like a reason for an Aarakocra to be there instead of trying to figure out how to not
I
have
don't.
my beak and not have
I
my wings.
Given our previous experience with the theocracy, I don't think it's that you don't have a reason. I think it's that you're an Aarakocra.
But they had parents that lived there just fine.
An outcast village.
No, like a lot of them were sent there as children, which implies that their parents were fine.
Or they came from another outcast village. You gotta imagine if they have one, they probably have more. Just a theory.
Couldn't have them all be doing that, could they? How many of those could they have?
Yeah.
I mean, like specifically the outcome of that village. They couldn't have dozens of those, right?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, what a perfect fit when you hate all of those races that are not human.
Oh no, I'm saying the other thing's the problem. I don't think they have control over that many portals.
Given the level of magic that we experienced that border wall, I honestly wouldn't find that surprising. To meld that many magics together into one harmonious wall and then be able to consistently supply that level of energy.
But there's also the problem of like, even in best case scenario, if I just magically look human, I can't fly. He says this like it's the end of the world.
I mean, I think that's kind of the goal.
But like, I can't fly. That's all I do.
Well, if you can't fly, why not turn into a druid or something? You can turn into an animal.
I mean, yeah, we could turn you into a pet bird.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can bring both Kek and Seren as pets.
Anyone wondering where that ominous voice came from? Wow. Okay.
And
Yeah,
he'll look
fun.
at it. He assumes it was the mailman.
No, it was not.
Okay.
No
Look at it.
mailman in your doorway.
I
was
just thought it was
thinking-
Dante.
Oh yeah, we're not in the library anymore, so it's not the librarian. That's who I thought it would be.
No.
Did I
I'll look
manage
for
to
it.
find the artificer teacher?
I'm
We all had
sorry?
assumptions. Apparently, we were all wrong.
No. Yeah, you're all wrong.
Okay, we'll look for it.
You're all in the dorm room together. You took something back with your dorm room.
Oh, is it my cat? Is it Cog?
That is correct.
Oh, my cat Socks. He's fantastic. What a perfect choice for a cat.
Well, I'm really a druid student. I just haven't figured out how to get out of wild shape.
Oh, you just let me like pet you and stuff?
Yeah,
Figured
it
out
felt
how to
good.
talk while in wild shape.
Yeah, why not?
Wait, does that mean you're gonna leave me now?
I don't know.
I mean, at some point, you're not gonna be my cat anymore.
Probably.
All right, well that seems fair. So you're stuck in this wild shape.
Yeah. I turned
How'd
into
you
a
turn-
cat into one of the assignments, but I couldn't figure out how to get uncat.
Well, how'd you turn into a cat? Like, what did you do to do that?
I don't know. I just imagined myself of being a cat.
So did you try imagining yourself as being a human?
I'm
Or
not
whatever
human.
race you are?
Yeah, it didn't work. Kind of just stuck here, and none of the teachers can figure it out.
So if we found an illusion that made me look human until I spread my wings and then I suddenly look like a giant eagle.
Yeah, I don't think that would be very convincing.
More like a parakeet. Huh, Cog?
Giant eagles.
What's your
are,
name,
like,
by the way,
large.
Cog? Because, I mean, I just got Cog.
My name's Sylphie.
Okay. Can you change into other animals? Like, what if you imagined yourself as a tiger?
I can't really do anything. this point and kind of just stuck like this.
We'll fix your problem, Sophie.
I don't know. Teachers couldn't figure it out.
I don't know much about druid magic, but
I don't know either. I decided to study it once, and this is where it got me.
that's fair.
Pretty
I mean,
nice
you know,
life, though.
You can't. Yeah, you just get to nap all day. I mean, that's probably
Exactly.
pretty glorious.
It's pretty great.
Jack's
I
just
don't
sitting
blame you
there
there.
thinking about what he could possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
So we still got a while. We're waiting for our anti-mind control hats.
Anti-mind
So
control
good luck to
hats.
the artificer, at least on one of the days.
Did I miss
I'm
the
sure
part?
we're also doing class and our own things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I miss the part about anti-mind control hats?
Uh,
I didn't say hat specifically, but I'm just thinking that that's what
I'm
he
imagining.
assumed that it would take the shape of.
The guy told us he had a plan and had something to do with the whole like mind control problem. So
As well as the
Oh
crystals.
shit! I did miss that part.
yeah, you know how like crazy people put like tinfoil on their hats for some
Yeah,
conspiracy?
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I don't know what this tinfoil is. Sounds
Oh, it's
interesting.
like
Oh, it's
say
like
like-
it's a type of metal. Very
Oh?
malleable.
Very malleable. That doesn't sound like
Yeah,
metal
you-
to me. That sounds like paper.
It's like thin. It's like thin metal.
How strong is it?
It's not very strong, but it
Then
makes a
why
great
make
hat.
it out of metal?
Well, I don't know. I didn't bring it
It's good
up. I
for
just
keeping
explained
stuff
what
like
it was.
I don't know. Seems pointless to me.
um,
Anyways, I'm going to bed. And he kind of just plops down and finds a nice, comfortable corner on the windowsill and kind of just naps.
I assume over the course of the next couple weeks we continue doing classes, but then we also meet with the artificer.
Yeah. Let's say for the next couple of days, you guys have been pretty, like, chalked up busy. I didn't describe the cat for a reason. The cat's on your screen for everyone who's watching. Say hello to the cat. No one has joined the stream, so it hasn't been saying hello to people. Said hello earlier, but we were just testing it. Like, watch. If I join the chat and I say hello, it'll say hello to me, who is the actual channel. Anyways, yeah, so the next couple of days, you guys are pretty hectic. It's pretty busy. You guys get to a point where you guys have some free time and you're all able to go and meet up with this artificer teacher.
All right.
What is this? Anti-brainwashing helmet?
No, we wanted to ask about the disguises part.
Oh, the disguises. That's not me. That's... Oh, where's that kid? That's William over there. He's a 5th year.
I might also go up and ask him about it. It's like, hey,
Yes.
got any ways to look human? It says.
I have several ways of turning someone into a human. Why?
For passport reasons.
Passport? What the fuck's a passport?
You gotta get in a theocracy without looking like we do.
Oh. Well, yeah, but I don't know. You'd be tricky. I haven't figured out a way to get it to be like a full body type thing. I've only been able to do it to like the bottom of your shoulders and up. So like, yeah, he points at Keck. he points at Saren, you two would have to be wearing like heavy armor almost to kind of like disguise like the shell and your wings. And it'd
Yeah, he
have
doesn't
to be
like this idea.
human heavy armor, by the way. So that would be a little interesting looking.
Just so that everyone knows,
As
his wings
for-
not only are they like cape-sized, the part that moves them is like thicker than most people's arms.
Well,
they
yes,
have
he
to be
also
back.
said that they'd have to be human, though, if you're going into the theocracy.
That's what I mean. So like you can just look at him and tell that would be really, really, really tight.
Yeah, it would also be very, very, very awkward. You two, though, what were your two names? He points at Dorsal and Solvis.
I'm Dorsal.
And I'm Solvus.
You two would have, like, no problem at all. I mean, you would just have to, like, hide your ears, and you could technically claim you're a human. Already? I mean, most people don't look second at a dwarf if they claim they're human. Because, well, humans are really, like, all sizes, so... Yeah, they're just not as tall as, like, Goliaths. But, like, yeah, a little bit of makeup, maybe. But, yeah. You two, though,
What?
you two would be a challenge. If only I could figure out how to get the full body stuff to work. But I can't
I
find
can work
a
on like an artificing
pure
device.
enough crystal. No, I already have the devices. I already know how to do it. The problem is it needs a very, very, very pure diamond.
Where do we get that at?
And it needs to be cut very precisely. It needs to be
Alright.
cut to a precise 13 sides.
If we give you the raw one, would you be able to cut it?
God, no.
Do you
I
know
might
anybody
be
that
good
would?
at creating devices, but I can't cut a diamond for jack.
Well,
I don't know if there's anyone here who could technically cut a 13-sided diamond. Normally they're all 12 sides. This one would need 13. Why 13? I don't know, but that's what it calls for. It's a 13-sided diamond.
well, let me ask you this: do you know anybody anywhere that would be able to do it?
Anyone that knows where you might be able to get someone to do it or find such an artifact.
Well, I did catch wind of a couple of them being sold on the black market up in the Kraken's Republic, but I don't know if they're still listed for sale. It was for 6 of them.
Where would
Well,
they
that's the only
list
place
them?
we can get it.
It was in the
Let me
capital
look.
of the Kraken's Republic. What's the name of that city again? And he's kind of just scratching his head.
Oh, so we would have to go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You'd have to go there and get to the capital of York.
We do have a ship.
Anyone in business over there?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, sir?
Does anyone have, to the group, does anyone have any other business over there? So we have more things to do outside of looking for a diamond cutter.
not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I don't think I know anybody in there.
Yeah.
Kraken's Republic.
We also need some money, I'm assuming.
Wait. This is the dry. I thought this was the Kraken's Republic.
Yes, that's what I said, Kraken's Republic.
Okay.
That's where we need to go.
Okay,
We
cool.
need to generate some money.
Oh yeah. I guess we'll ask him how much would it cost.
Well, for the crate of 6 of them that were being sold, it was a pretty penny. It was 1.3 platinum. or sorry, 1.3 thousand platinum.
A bit different there.
So,
1.3 thousand platinum? Youch.
are we gonna steal these?
I mean, you could. They're being auctioned off at the York Auction Center.
I'm guessing. So we gotta go scout that auction house. We gotta figure out when they're shipping these collectibles, unless they're inside somewhere. Um,
And if we're not there and back within 2 weeks, it's kind of a fruitless offer and it's like a 3-day journey each way.
It's more than a 3-day journey. It's gonna take you more than a 3-day journey.
Heck, definitely said it was a 3-day journey.
Is there
York?
somewhere we could find these?
No. Diamonds, like I said, diamonds don't get cut 13 sides.
I guess so the diamond cutting thing, like, why can't somebody just cut it 13 sides? Does that be like special diamond?
It needs a special equipment. Usually, when someone cuts a diamond and when they're polished and everything, there's a certain machine that's used that's able to cut them roughly on a 12-sided basis. Now, with that 12-sided basis, a jeweler, such as one of the other students here or something, could polish it up and make it more smooth and make it more into a flawless diamond. However, that's still going to be a 12 side. You need a very specific machine and able to cut it from its material source. That way you're able to get that 13 sides.
And let me guess, the school doesn't have this machine?
No, we do not have this machine, unfortunately. I find that there is only one use for it, and it is this use, which the school finds is, to put it lightly, they find that because it only has one use, it would be a waste of money.
Yeah, but think about all the money you could make off of it.
Yes, but the school's the school. They're
Fair enough.
not really
All right.
caring too much about that.
I guess we go to the Kraken's Republic.
Alrighty. And I can
Well,
make you
so
those
brought me
6.
some diamonds.
I can make you those suits as soon as y'all done and come back. Who are y'all meeting in a couple weeks?
We're going to Theocracy?
And we're meeting
Oh.
Cedric.
Well,
Oh, Yen Cedric, yeah.
I'm sure you can, even if you're delayed by a couple of days, he'll be patient. I heard traveling at sea this time of year is pretty rough.
I personally wouldn't know. That's kind of our pirate friends thing.
Yes, well, let's just hope that he's able to get y'all the way there. It's been rough seas this time of year. Anyway, back to my studies.
And bye, Valiant. I think I'll head over to the roads class to see if I can find schematics for this auction house building.
You're gonna go where to find that?
The Rogues Temple. To see if they have somehow have schematics for the auction house building.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to make me a stealth roll really quickly.
$24.
I'm sorry?
24. I'm on the app right now. I had to go get something for my parents real quick.
Alright. So you're able to get through. There is a small library of different things, and you do find the schematics for the York auction house.
Okay. So the
I'm sorry, repeat that.
besides that, I'll head back to the bar.
All right. You head back, and the cat kind of walks up, and he's like, "What you got there?"
Objects.
Objects. What kind of objects?
A
Is it
map.
food?
Just a little map.
Oh, a map. For what? What are you guys planning a bank robbery?
I don't know. I gotta make this like little like building out of Play-Doh or some clay.
Okay. Kind of like walks off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll head back home.
Oh, I assumed you were back in the dorm.
Good. I'll hand it over to Dorso's like, I don't know what the best routes are, so you want to look at these to see like how's the easiest way for us to start like to steal stuff.
I mean, I'm probably gonna need your help because I don't know anything about breaking into a joint.
Well, the door's unlocked, and hopefully nothing magically locked. That's too difficult to decipher.
Yeah, I don't know anything about.
Like, as
I
long as
mean,
like, we
okay,
can figure out a pathway through the buildings.
okay. I'll take a look at it, see what I can figure out. See
Alright.
if there. Yeah, do I need to roll
Has
like
he learned anything
intelligence?
from his book? As of yet?
I'm gonna have you roll. Give me one second. Kind of a special use case here. I'm gonna have you roll. Yeah, just roll me intelligence. Just straight up intelligence.
16.
Okay. So you're able to get somewhat of a plan together. However, it's a pretty rocky plan because it's only you yourself doing it, and you're not really so like expertise about like the whole thing. There
I
are
forgot to
things on
give
the
myself
map
guidance.
such as like security system stuff that you're like that you like go like a really far roundabout way just to like avoid all of that.
Okay.
And some of it like laps over itself because it's so like long pathways and stuff that you're taking needlessly.
I mean, I imagine that I would, go over to Saren and be like, hey, this is what I got. What do you think?
In that case, roll me intelligence again.
Can you give yourself guidance? And the guys at me trying to help you out.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I can roll an extra 1d4. So 18.
All right, you're able to get a pretty solid plan. It does involve a bit of timing and stuff like that, but you do have a pretty solid plan on your hands.
Okay.
As for robbing a auction house.
Okay. Sweet. Oh, yeah. So do I learn anything from my book as well?
Which book?
My temporal time traveling book.
Been
Uh,
reading this whole time
uh,
for days.
have you been casting comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Uh, the concepts in the book are very, very difficult to grasp. So I'm actually gonna have you
I'm
make an
sorry, you cut out.
Arcana check.
They're difficult to grasp.
Roll me
Oh, okay.
Arcana to
All
see
right, and I'll do it with.
how well you can grasp what's in the book.
All right, and then I'll do it with insight as well. $14.
I said,
Oh, Arcana.
Arcana.
If anything, that's just a
Much better.
28. So, you're able to grasp like the very basic concepts of it within these like couple of days, but you're not actually able to like you don't have enough knowledge to actually like perform any spells.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I'll keep reading.
Okay.
Heckle asks, what's the plan for? Are we gonna go get the diamonds so we can have some, or at least one or two full?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the scroll and I'll tell Keck, just explain it to Keck.
Okay. If we're gonna do it that way, I want a full plan in Kanka.
Holy
Is he gonna have a map to work with?
I want a full plan with Kanka.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a map.
I can provide a map. I can provide you a map between weeks.
I don't want to do that, so I'm actually just gonna not explain it to Keck and just tell him we have a plan.
Heck, we'll look at the map and be very confused.
That's okay. Just do what we say. Does that work for you?
It's like, how are you supposed to walk through this piece of paper?
We got it all planned out. Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, you just follow one of us.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, guys, I believe so hard.
Okay. I also want to say it's been several days. Keck's been weirdly less cheery and seems to come back from fights periodically.
You missing your knocks?
Nah. Said exactly like that.
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing. Just gotta keep working harder.
You sound frustrated. Meow.
Yeah, something's going on.
We do. We don't have our voice of reason.
At this,
He, like-
I want to just mention really quickly, in the background, whilst you guys are doing classes and stuff, because the cat has been staying here for so long, you have been seeing like missing posters.
Oh.
Around the campus. So, go ahead, Keck. Just want to mention that.
Okay. They might want to do something about that. He'll look to the side and be like, Psh, the rock doesn't get frustrated.
I
Oh,
don't
God.
know.
Yeah, I think there's something going on. I think you're missing yourself some knocks.
Who is
Why did
this
you write him a
Knox
letter?
person?
He's this big guy who always wears a hood and has glowy eyes.
Oh, he's the creep of the woods.
Yeah, I mean I could see Knox being a creep, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with that.
Yeah, the Dryads don't like us going near him, but they don't talk about him with... What's the word? Animosity? It's kind of more soft
Such a
when
big
they
word for
talk
a kid.
about him.
He's
Well-
not so bad of a guy. We'll introduce you.
I am
He's
a
a pretty
cat.
good guy. Don't worry. You're my friend. He'll behave himself. He's a pretty good guy.
He better, because if not, he's gonna face these claws. And I'll go for the jugular. As he's like looking at his claw, he's kind of like sat up like a cat does, and his paws are like in front of him, like beans upwards, and he has like his claws out. He's just like staring at them, like.
Yeah, he's not like that. He's actually a really nice guy.
Aren't you getting a little too used to being a cat at this point?
Yeah, cat's not being that bad. I actually kind of got used to it. Much better than my old life.
Seems like it'd be the life.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Hang out all day and sleep.
Yeah. Just this weird feeling.
Go lay out in the sun.
I'm trying to...
Speaking of which, I should go off and do boxing practice.
Boxing practice? Why do you need to do that? You're already so strong.
The Rock needs to be the strongest.
Nobody's the strongest. There's always somebody stronger. And that's nothing that you should sweat about. Everyone has their weaknesses.
Nope, not me. I'm gonna go out and box.
Mm,
Weaknesses whatsoever. He runs away.
Before he runs away, Solvus just tries to grab and stop him and just tell him that if practice is all you need, then maybe you can go a few rounds with me. That way we can ensure that you're not too hurt.
Now you're talking.
mhm.
Do
Right,
you
and
immediately
you-
start punching me, or do I have a moment?
No,
to prepare?
you both head off to the fighting
But
arena.
yeah, we would do it in like an actual arena.
Yeah.
Easiest to-
There when you get there, there's like actual like protective equipment and like stuff like that. Refs to make sure that stuff doesn't get out of hand, that kind of stuff.
Okay, that sounds good.
Bunch of randos with healing word.
Yeah, a bunch of like random wizards that have been hired by the school to like cast healing word on people when they
can't
get
wizards,
injured.
They get bards. That's all they can hire. That's all they can afford.
They can afford wizards.
Do wizards get healing word though, or isn't
They
that a cleric spell?
It's a bard and cleric and druid spell.
Yeah.
But can't wizards use spells that aren't necessarily in their thing through their spell books?
Not. In
I don't
the
think they
basic
can
rules,
use
no.
divine spells though.
Oh, okay.
They can only use spells on their own list, at least by core rules.
I thought there was an override to that.
I mean, you'd have to
it's-
homebrew it.
No, I'll change it to clerics. But no, I thought there was an override with their spell books that they're able to do it.
I mean,
No,
it's
I don't-
probably-
they
probably
can't
have
read.
a function in D&D Beyond so that you can create homebrew where you have classes with spells they're not normally supposed to have.
Yeah, 'cause
But-
I don't even think that they can, because they have to pray to a deity for a divine spell,
Oh, okay.
and I don't think they have access to the
The base
actual
rules
language.
are limited to their spells, to their spell list, even
All right.
even with
Then
spells they
we
find.
will say that they are clerics then. Of
All
all
right.
different types of
Make some models.
yeah. All different kinds of
We got the death cleric. Cool.
Alright.
Keck will tell the Theron to or Sylvis to use whatever weapons and armor he likes. Keck doesn't need any.
I guess they don't. Interesting.
Wizards
Alright.
can do anything but heal.
Yeah, I just found that out. Okay. Yeah, I just went through the wizard spellbooks really quickly and just filtered for healing spells.
It's really
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're just clerics of all different denominations. All right. So how this is gonna go? You both are going to make what kind of checks do I want you guys to make? You guys are gonna make
We're not just gonna
athletics checks against each other. If you get above each other's AC, you hit.
Wait, why not?
Shouldn't it
You
be
get, like,
something like an
You
You
don't
get
want it to just be a straight up normal like initiative fight.
nah. This is just play fight.
we can also do something like an unarmed strike, I guess.
You're like,
Well,
my
Yeah.
my
In
unarmed
terms
strikes
of
hit real
damage,
hard.
it's gonna be unarmed strike.
That's what I always do.
In terms of attacking, though, it's gonna use athletics.
Okay.
Uh,
This got very one-sided.
okay. Well, yeah. I was just asking because
I am
I don't.
specialized into unarmed strikes and athletics.
Why
yeah,
not just
I don't
do-
have.
Why not
Yep,
just
sorry.
use their standard damage, and then reduce it if you're worried about injury?
I mean, like
No,
going
I
down,
think
no big
injury-
deal
injury-
as long as we don't one-shot each other.
Yeah, I don't think injury is not really a problem here. Because
Yeah,
Clerics
this
are
is
like-
I'm
it's
going
okay.
to assume you guys don't want to kill each other, so I'm
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to assume that this is all non-lethal damage.
We can all
Yeah.
do so. It might. I guess the only strange rule would be maybe no ranged combat because you can't do non-lethal ranged combat.
Yeah.
Ranged. So
Well, it's
otherwise we can just.
you guys agreed to do a
initiative and
boxing
hit.
match with each other.
Yeah.
We agreed to spar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
And
yeah,
Keck said,
that's
feel free to use whatever weapons and armor you need. I don't need any.
I don't use the weapon. I don't use any weapon that I have, but I do use my armor. I also don't use my shield. So yeah, that's how I'm going to box with you. Okay, what do we do? You said athletic
All right.
as opposed to
I'm
unarmed.
gonna have you both roll initiative first to do the order.
Okay.
That way we get the order.
Keck says, go for it. You take the first hit.
Jeez.
I
That's how
I
we're
tell him,
flavoring
I
that.
tell him I tell him you don't have a choice.
Nat one is something other than reflexes. Make a note.
Alrighty. So, Sylvis, take the first hit.
Yeah, I'm going to make an unarmed strike.
15. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Alright.
And make 3 damage.
So get like a separate piece of like notepad damage and just subtract it from your overall.
I'll just take
Yeah, you
the
can
damage
subtract
and
from-
then add it back after. need
Oh,
be.
that's true. That's true. That's also true. I'm just being dumb. All right. Keck, your turn.
This is like we're just doing this later in the day. Gonna rest right
Yeah.
after, no reason to hold anything back. Keck is gonna take a deep breath and focus with a rage.
Sylvis, do you want to make an insight check?
Yeah. I'll make an insight check. Yes.
You see that Keck is abnormally angry, and he doesn't seem like himself when he's in combat. He seems almost frustrated. All right, go ahead and make your strike. 22
Yeah.
hit.
That
All right.
would hit.
Roll for damage.
And then this doesn't include rage +2.
13
You also-
damage.
Yeah,
And unlike the other times he's fighting, he'll be like grunting with these hits.
yeah.
Are you down?
Sorry?
Are you down? Is that my
I'm not.
question?
I have
Okay.
like 30 health. There's no way he has 13.
Yeah, I'm also not down yet.
Are you? What's your overall health?
It's 27, so
Okay.
I'm 14 now.
Okay.
I can take maybe one more hit.
I could action surge.
No action surge. Not allowed.
I mean, it would
Not
be
allowed
funny
in a
for him to
spar.
Let him take a swing and then just hit.
Yes. All right. Solvis, is your turn.
Yeah, first of all I acknowledge and I tell him, nice guy. That was a nice hit. Let's see what I can do.
Hits.
I make 3 damage.
Resistance.
All right.
Is that 1 damage?
Resistance would be
That's
2.
rage. 2 damage. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn. Kak.
Yeah, 7 doesn't hit.
7
Already
doesn't
said
hit.
No action surge.
No action surge allowed.
Yep. Quits.
I call out to him, focus. You're doing well. And then I go on to hit him again.
He seemed to lose all focus when being told that he's doing well.
I cannot, for some reason, I cannot hit damage. I mean, this should be a crit, so it's.
Well, if it's you don't roll dice, so it's actually no extra damage.
Sorry?
In a crit.
Well, I
you
think it's
double the
technically a
dice.
1d6.
No, it's a
No, like-
just a straight number.
No, bludgeoning. Arm strike is just a straight up number.
Yeah. So
Ah,
it,
okay.
a crit
I
technically doesn't.
think they
Increase it.
changed that.
No, yeah, arm strike is straight up number, but I guess I would roll double the damage because I.
No,
Yes.
you
I
double
Technically,
natural 20.
because you did crit, so you do double the damage.
Yeah,
No,
so
you
it's.
So you
double
do
the
it's
dice.
12
6 damage.
straight up,
You double
You
the
do
dice.
12
you don't
straight
double
up.
the modifiers, so it just doesn't affect it.
or 11 straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but,
just
unarmed
click
strike-
roll.
Well, okay.
Click
how much
to roll
damage
damage.
would you like to take? I gave that to you.
So you critted, so you do 11 damage. It's
Yep.
1 plus your strength modifier for the first
No,
attack.
but my bludgeoning damage is a straight up 3, without
Yeah,
any
no,
dice.
I deal 11 because I have a special fighting style that makes mine have dice.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Children.
We can just do like a double of this. I don't
You
think this is the
take-
modifier.
You take
It
6
shouldn't-
damage.
Yeah, let's just go with
So-
that. Yeah.
Resistance, I'll make it 3.
Yes. So in truth, you take 3 damage, and it gets you right in the gut, right in the kidney,
And I'm still not bloodied.
Like,
wherever a bird kidney
I call
would
out to
be.
him. Still good?
He's good. He's gonna keep going.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Add 2 to that.
Sorry? Add 2.
So 7. Sorry. It's
Yep.
not. It's not adding my rage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool. Solvus hits again.
That hits.
Yeah, 3.
So resistance 2.
Let me see if I have
Keg
my.
is just taking these punches left and right.
Wait. Does my channel divinity has a bonus action? Okay, it does not. Okay, cool. No, just go ahead.
Kick will hit,
Yeah,
and he's gonna
that does not
have a
hit.
small breath with some second wind.
That doesn't hit either.
No.
Oh yeah,
That's the
sorry. You're
health
you're
that I
doing second.
regain. I'm
Yeah,
full health again.
yeah. Cool. Nice.
Okay, that's it.
Then Solvus is going to.
I'll be right back, guys.
Solvus is going to use cast Cure Wounds on himself at 2nd level,
Okay.
and also gain back some health.
All right. And now it is Keg's turn.
Still no action surge.
No. It's a blow or blow. Blow for blow.
Sweet.
So it's just one and then one. One and then one. No, like, action surge or anything like that. That's how this works.
Doesn't hit.
Solvus?
So Solvus tries to encourage Keck. Come on, you can do better. And yeah, I don't know if it works like that, but does the encouragement would it mean that he can roll next time with advantage?
I mean, last time-
Sure.
Okay.
I'll say so. Yeah.
Well, not this time, but next time.
But next time. Go ahead, Solvus.
Good. Yeah.
Take your hit.
Yeah. So
And
I
he
miss
doesn't
that
hit.
again.
So, Keck, roll
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay. Made the difference, I presume. 19 instead of 15.
Alrighty. So, 19. So he gets hit for
Damage?
what, 11?
No, you have to roll damage, right? 10 plus 2.
Yeah, sorry. 12.
Yep. Okay. Solvus goes ahead and again encourages him. Good, great, nice hit.
That hits.
Again goes at him. 3.
Resistance 2.
Alright. So this goes on for a while. I'm going to skip time a bit because it's getting a little boring and I don't want to bore people.
Couldn't even action surge.
Let's just say I reach one health point.
Yeah.
Because
After
it's easier for us to-
a period of time, Solvus gets down to 1 health, with him being only able to deal 3 damage and Keck being able to deal like 12 per turn. Gets down to the point where Solvus kind of gets knocked down, but everyone kind of wins. Keck, you blow off some more steam. You're able to relax a bit more and calm yourself down a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a little more composed now than before. And then Solvus, you just got beat a bunch and you got hit really hard a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's the
It's a-
Dwarven resilience. I can take it.
Keck will finish the fight with a big yell, and then is like, after calming down for a minute, he'll thank Solvus. He's like, it really needed that.
That's all right, and we can do this anytime.
All right, so time passes, and
I would also maybe while we return back to our dorms, I would just casually ask Kek, uh, is there something that you'd like to talk about? You have beaten me quite a lot today. I think I deserve some more than that.
will Keck respond?
Do I get something?
Great.
Tune in
I
next
mean,
time on Dragon
there
Ball
was
Z.
that was needed. You heard what he did after the fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'll look down and sort of agree, like, sure, come on in my room. He has a nest instead of a bed.
Yeah, yeah. Solvus goes and sits wherever he can sit.
He's gonna mention how were you were there for the Christmas episode?
I,
No,
I,
I don't think it was
I
there.
guess not. No, no, I
He's
was
gonna
not that close.
mention how there there was one person that they were tasked to protect on his last mission that they were on, and he decided to himself that he was going to do it. And Keck doesn't do this very often. Like, he'll agree to do something, but it's very rare for him to actually commit to decide that it's something that he wants to do. And when he does that, he does it. But this time he failed. And not only that, he particularly failed because he missed one grapple. That was the difference of that would have saved her or not. So he's gonna explain, like, so he's not strong enough, so he needs to train harder and fight everyone.
Yeah, Solvus listens to that very patiently. Says that yes, I can imagine uh, that might weigh on you quite a lot, but failures are also a way for us to learn and improve. And I will not discourage you from fighting and getting stronger. And I think it would be even better if you can do that with me, so that there is a friendly face, a familiar face on the other side.
Echo smile again. Familiar, very wide smile he used to give all the time. And he'll be like, that sounds great.
Yeah, Solvus smiles back to see Kek smiling, because now he also feels a little bit more comfortable, because that is one of the, let's say, the key aspect of what he likes within the group, which is Kek's smile. So he is also very content with what he did.
Hooray!
That Solvus would wish Kek a good night's sleep and leave.
So say good night.
As you
With a
leave
G
the
and a
room, Keck, can you roll me perception really quickly?
I'm back, by the way.
Okay.
Oh.
Can you make me a perception check really quickly?
Not my specialty.
Alright, you don't notice. Actually, Solvus, make me a perception check as well. See if you notice. You don't notice either. Okay, so you leave. I assume you shut the door behind you, being the gentleman that you are.
Yep.
Keck, you nest down into bed, and you feel a bit of a warmth that you notice, and you see that the cat has kind of like snuggled up and is just like in your feathers, just like all just like napping there.
I like carefully move him to the side, but then he falls asleep so fast that the cat can easily get back there.
And he does. And he sleeps. All right, and that's where we're going to end for today. Before we end, I'm going to give XP for today. Did I give XP last time?
Yes, I
would
believe
hope
so.
Okay.
It-
So,
Time
I'm
was
pretty sure I'm behind because I haven't been around.
okay, I'll have to check as to what the XP was. But for this time around, not much happened. Keck and Solvis shared a nice tender moment, and they get more XP for RP reasons. So Keck and Solvis, you both get 50. And Saren and Dulcel both get 10. Not an interesting day happening today, but stuff happened. You got some stuff done.
We know where we're going next.
Exactly. You got some point of origin as to where you're going next week. And yeah, what you guys are doing. So, with
Alright.
that, I will say thank you and goodbye to everyone.
See ya.